Welcome to the New Haven Independent Vlog News Summary direct from our compost heap. Assignment desk. Let's see what stories we're working on this week. We got a 2x4, great way to build a sukkah, and a good way to build a government, 2x4. 4-year terms for the people who run it, like the president, the governor, the mayor. 2-year terms for legislators who are close to the people and keep a check while the executive have time to pull out plans. They do that with the House of Representatives in Congress and at the state. But in New Haven, we have 2-year terms for mayor. Doesn't give them enough time. We're trying to change it this year through a once in 10-year charter revision process where you vote on a ballot. We've blown it several times over the decades because we load all these questions together. So while people want the 4-year term, there's something else in they don't like. We might be doing that again because some people want to make the alders, our legislator, also 4-year terms. Big mistake. People won't go for it. They shouldn't. Let's do it right and build it right and have change, which is good. There was some good change in chords, guitar playing this week at Cafe 9. I happened to go Wednesday night when I would have never heard of this Australian touring guitar player. Her name's Nat Vaser, really playing some great guitar. Just she wanted to play in the musician's living room, even though it's a smaller club in New Haven because of its reputation and great sound. Opening act, local, split coils that play guitar well too, and that happens all the time. They're a great club. Well, there's going to be change there as well. Paul Mayer has run it so well for 20 years. He sold the business to some people 3 decades younger. They're bartenders, one of them's been in bands. They said we're going to keep that vibe. They got some new ideas about later hours and food. And some people are worried about change. They say, what if Cafe 9 isn't this great place anymore? I say the change is great because we could celebrate how great it was. There's always room for new ideas, new energy. If that doesn't work, we'll find some other place to go because we've always done that in New Haven. Speaking of change, kids going to school with their backpacks this spring. They'll be doing it in the fall too, but they'll have a new school superintendent. We're searching for a new one. The list was narrowed to 3 this week, and people are freaking out about the process, about who they are, the right race, is it transparent enough, they have the right experience. You know, it's good to raise the questions, but to keep in mind, we don't need to worry. It's a great opportunity for change. We do need change in new ideas and younger energy in the schools. And these people are interesting, and if it turns out we picked the wrong person, the kids will still go to school, the teachers will still teach, because we've sometimes made mistakes in the past. We'll fix it and get somebody else. Well, they're trying to make some change at the police department and put out a fire that's still raging from last year when a bunch of veteran officers cruelly mistreated a detainee named Randy Cox, paralyzed them. This week, the police chief moved the fire for the veteran officers. They've already been arrested, and that needs to happen. But also this past week, there were these younger officers named Robert Taloni and Michael Rubino, worked with a tenant in an apartment complex named Robbie Williams. They saved a woman's life. The woman was darting with no notice in seconds to a window of the 7th floor and trying to jump out because she didn't want to be served and be arrested. The 3 of them moved like that and saved her, and it was hard. And it reminds me, one of these officers is one of the 80, the Magic 80. We have 80 cops who joined the force just since the pandemic at a time of turmoil and change. And they're doing a great job. And they're being trained in better methods of policing. So we'll always have some of them, like in any workforce, will one day make mistakes and maybe bad mistakes that have to be removed. But there are so many good cops and doing a good job. Change is good. And there's hope. Till next time, this is New Haven Independent Vlog News Summary. And remember, always pick up your trash.